What's up everyone, today I'm going to show you early game people and even mid game people onto the best way to make money at the moment, or as if this new origin update. Now this method can be done as soon as you play this game, and all you need is a fishing net, and that's it. But let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the video. Okay, we're in the hub and now we're going to make our way over to the island. So the money making method is gonna be in Galatea, which if you don't know how to get there, you go to the lumberjack and then you go ahead and make your way over here to the park. Come over here to the park again, and the other park, another park, and the last park. Now over here, once you do a little quest, you will have access to the Galatea, which is this island. And then you will have to do some of the quests, I believe, before you get the fishing net. Unless you buy it on auction, then you could possibly skip it. But I wouldn't recommend skipping it, since we do need this thing called the David's Cloak, which helps us a ton. Now, if you see, our David's Cloak gives us 26 hunting fortune. Now, hunting fortune is the biggest help in this method, or actually the only way. The more hunting fortune you get, the more chances of shards you get. So right here we have 91%, which 91% of the time I'm going to get a second shard. Now this can also be boosted by some shards as the Blue Lizard King or the Newt shard, which I will put up on the screen, and they give you extra hunting fortune towards certain rarity shards. Now for these, I don't have these maxed out, but I do have some, so I will guarantee to be getting two of these every time instead of one and then 2 times maybe. So right here we're gonna get our fishing net, we're gonna go around, and now we're just gonna look around for correlates, which if you don't have a tracker, they are gonna be hard to spot. But if you do, if you have like Sky Handy, then they'll just pop out like crazy because they're just gonna be outlined in blue. And then I would rename them so you can see them like decently far. And then all you have to do is stand next to them, and you gotta make sure you don't move too, because if you keep moving, this one's gonna run away. So right here, if I stop, he's gonna eventually end up moving, and if they get far enough, then you cannot capture them, and I guess he's not gonna move. So we have that. Then we go on to the next one, and this is the best spot you can be in. We're in the middle of 2 correlates, since you have to stand still for each one, but if you stand still in the middle of both of them, then you can catch them at the same time. Oh, that's 4 shards in like a few seconds. Now, you just do this over and over. You go to these 3 little islands. This guy tried to steal my correlate. You go over here. Then you go to this area. There's usually some in these like four little ponds, which I will show you guys in a second. I'm just kind of showing you the route I take. So right here, and you can get them through blocks too if you're close enough. The net goes through. So you make it over here, check if there's any correlates, and then once you're done checking that area, come over here, and there should be correlates over here. And if there isn't any correlates, then I would just go /hub and then /warp Galatea, because these don't respond the fastest, but they are enough to where you can lobby hop and then make a good amount of money off of this without stopping. So if you don't want to and you want to wait, you will make significantly less. So that's why I suggest you just log up. But yeah, that's basically the way we're gonna make so much money. For the hunting cloak, this can be upgraded by getting a bunch of shards. So the more shards you have in general, it doesn't matter if they're different, you get more hunting fortune, and that's really all that matters when it comes to this method. So if you get that, and then you go over here, so this is how I like to start it. If I warp Galatea, I come over here to this tree, I'm down right here, and then there's usually like 2 or 3 around here. Then I make my way over here, and then sometimes there'll be one over here, or like some over here, and there's one right there. And then you go over here, kind of just clear this whole area, come over here, same thing, Same thing over here, do the correlates, come back to over here and you check this area, and then once I'm done here, then that's when I lobby swap, because there's nowhere else for corals to spawn. Now this is the shard you want if you want more hunting fortune towards the coralots. It is called the newt shard. This gives you 20 hunting fortune more on those, so it only applies to common attributes, which the coralot is. And yeah, so this will give you 20 more, so I have 90, so I will be getting guaranteed 2 and then a 10% chance each time to get 3, which it does significantly increase your rates. So if I do shards right now, just those little ones that I was showing, I already made 1.2 mil, and that's not even efficient. So you just go ahead, take all those and just sell them to the bazaar, and we just made 1.2 mil in a few minutes. Now I forgot to explain the best way to upgrade our hunting fortune, which is through the heart of the forest, which if you do /HOTF, you can go through here and you can see this, and once you hit tier 3, that's all that's required. You can get this like in one day, but you go through here, hunter's luck, and this is going to give you extra hunting fortune. Mine isn't that good, so this is the majority of where like half of your hunting fortune is going to come from. So I would really suggest maxing out your forest whispers. There's multiple guides on YouTube help you do that. I do know a good way is to farm these berries over here. These give you a decent amount for being fairly quick. And yeah, whenever you can, I would suggest getting these daily wishes. These give you a ton of forest whispers whenever you hit a log. So the way you do this is you swap your tree, you go over here to daily wishes, you upgrade that to the max, hit the logs and hit all of them. Once you're done, you can go ahead and go back to your normal tree, which is going to be your hunter's luck, and then proceed with the method. Like I said, I only have 110 when it comes to coralots. Now there are other attributes such as the megalith shard, which let me find it. This gives you hunting fortune in general. So if you get this, and then you also get Echo of Hunter, which is, where is Echo of Hunter? Right here. If you get a Sea Serpent shard, this will also give you more hunting fortune. So there's just a lot you can do. You can also get burning Kuja cores, and I believe fiery. I don't know, but those Kuja cores, they do give you some hunting fortune, like about 2 or 3, but I wouldn't recommend those until you unless you just have it. Now I know you guys are curious to see how much money this really makes, so right now we're going to be doing a 10-minute test, and we're going to see how much money this makes in 10 minutes with, we'll say, 110 hunting fortune. So yeah, we'll go cue the montage real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, so our 10-minute timer just went off, and let's see what we got. I'm gonna do /shards, and we got 76 coralot shards. Now this makes 858. Now we get 76 coralot shards. This is about almost 6 mil. I was about to get 2 more right there, but yeah, at the end I scared him, I moved. So I would have had about, we went for 75k per 150k. I would have had like 5970, so I'm just gonna round that up to 6 mil. I know I'm kind of bad with the math, guys, but like I can't be bothered. I'm putting you on the method, right? If you want to do it, do it. So with that being said, 10 minutes, so 60 minutes in an hour, so we'll do this times 6. 6 times 6 is 36, right? Now put a few million behind that and you'll have 36 million per hour. Now honestly, if you're asking me, that's pretty good for early game, honestly, because you really can't do anything else that makes that much money early game without using a basic fishing net, bro. You get this at the beginning of the game. We're just gonna go ahead and sell these on the bazaar, just so you guys know that I'm not clickbaiting or anything. They do sell for 5.7 mil, which, let's say if I had 6 mil worth, then it would be about like 5.85. but it's not too big of a difference unless you're doing like hours on end. So right there, we just made that much. Now again, you can always get more hunting fortune. You will make a lot if you're getting consistently 3. Anyways, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you find this useful, please do me a big favor and press the subscribe button, and also drop me a like. That'll help me out a ton and it's greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's it for the video, and have a good one.